Oh, Cleveland. So the Cavaliers are 0-6, and what they decided to do was fire their head coach, Tyronn Lue. So they did 6 games into the year. 8 games into the Browns season, the Browns were 2-5-1, and they decided to fire their head coach, Hugh Jackson. I have a lot to say about both situations. They're not the same situation at all. One's a basketball team, one's much farther into the season with the Browns. But there are a lot of similar themes, and I want to discuss the first one, which is expectations. I don't know that it's fair to say that the entire city of Cleveland has unhelpful expectations, but I think it's something along those lines. I mean, anytime you're firing coaches midseason, that's not a good sign. And it's a sign that's indicative of a lot of problems. And I think the first problem is we have to ask the question, do the Browns have unhelpful expectations? Do the Cavaliers, do they have unhelpful expectations? Do the people in the city of Cleveland as a whole, are their expectations unhelpful? And I don't mean unrealistic. I'm not saying it's unrealistic for the Browns to win or for the Cavaliers to win or for them to be good. But is it maybe not helpful that you expect the Browns to go 16-0? No one really believed that, but I look at what happened to the Browns season and they're 2-5-1 and I go, is that really just kind of what we all thought was going to happen? Here's what I want to say first, honestly, is this. I want to touch on that idea of expectations. I have really struggled with having unhelpful expectations in my life. You may not know, a lot of people don't know. I get this comment all the time. I want to listen to someone who played football in their life. Hello, I played football. I have a ton of records in the state of Washington. Look me up. I'm comfortable with that. I played college football for 1 year. And instead of going to a giant school and walking on or a medium-sized school, I chose to go to a really small school, a school that said they wanted me because I wanted to play. And I had the expectation I'm going to play immediately. And when I didn't, when 1 game into the season, 2 went by, 3, and my family's having all these issues, my brother's struggling, and I left because I couldn't handle that. My expectations were here, and I was getting this, and I didn't handle that well, and I quit football. And I have massive regret about it. Or the time I went to college. I left my job in LA to come to college and thought, I'm going to learn all about video production. And guess what? It didn't happen, and my expectations were shattered, and it hurt a lot, and I didn't deal with disappointment very well. And so the first question we have to ask is, are the Browns and the Cavaliers reacting to unhelpful expectations? Were they really disappointed? I don't think there's a way that the Cavaliers were like, we're 0-6, we're so disappointed with our record, we're done. But I don't know that that's even true with the Cleveland Browns. I want to say this. If the Cleveland Browns fired their head coach, Hugh Jackson, because he was 2-5-1, they're idiots. And if the Cavaliers fired their coach because the Cavs were 0-6, everyone in the Cavaliers is also, that front office is also full of idiots. I want to start with the Cavs. The Cavs lost LeBron James. They have an older roster built to win with LeBron. Of course they're 0-6. What did you expect? It reminds me of when the Phoenix Suns fired Earl Watson. And I was like, why not just fire him before the season? You went all the way through training camp and the preseason, all this work just to bail now? I don't know why the Cavaliers bailed on Tyronn Lue after 6 games, but that's not a good look. I don't think it's because of the record. There's no way. It's got to be more than that. But that's a lot of dysfunction in one sentence. 6 games in, you're done. I don't care who you are. It may not be going right. How did you get into this place? It's not a good place to be. Then I think of the Cleveland Browns. If you're a Cleveland Browns fan in the preseason and you look, in our first 8 games, we play the Steelers once and then the Steelers again. So twice in our first 8 games, we're going to play the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're also going to play Drew Brees and the Saints. We're going to play the Ravens and the Chargers. If I looked at that and said, we're probably going to lose our first 5 of 8 games. Well, they're 2-5-1. Sounds about right. I don't know. Remember, you're 2-5-1 with a rookie quarterback. What did you expect? And then not like the Browns aren't fighting. The Browns have been in 4 overtime games. 6 of their 8 games have been within 1 score. This team is fighting really hard, and that's why I want to say this. I do not believe that 2-5-1 is why Hugh Jackson was fired. I know it's the easy scapegoat. It's where everyone goes to. It's where I immediately thought. I was like, wow, the Browns are idiots. They'd fire their coach after just a 2-5-1 season. I mean, the Jets coach, he still has his job. They're 3-5. The Cardinals have a rookie quarterback. They're 2-6. That guy's still employed. And I think that's too quick. You can't say it's all because of the record. My name is Zach Schaumler. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. It means a ton to me. This is my podcast, Strong Opinion Sports. It's my pride and joy, my favorite thing in the entire world. If you're not aware, you can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, on SoundCloud, and on YouTube. You can find the full entire hour-long podcast on YouTube, as well as shorter, interesting breakouts like the one you just watched. And if you really want to help me grow, it would mean a lot to me if you shared this with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about this show. My name is Zach Schaumler. Thank you so much, and have a great day.